personality Megyn Kelly is weighing in on the gender debate. It is time now for the other view. So Megyn Kelly posting this poolside photo from Miami on her Instagram page, but she looks gorgeous as always. But hang on, look at that hat. That's what's grabbing the headlines. It's a MAGA style kind of trucker hat, but the slogan says, "Make women female again." Joining us now to discuss is reporter for the Daily Caller and host of The Facts, Brianna Lyman, and Melanie Collette is here with us in studio. Brianna, of course, Megyn looking gorgeous as always, but that hat is definitely making a statement, and of course, Megyn never holds back.
Yeah, I mean, the hat is important for two reasons. One, we remember Donald Trump, I think it was, 2015 or 2016, that he famously said, don't listen to Megyn Kelly's show. So it's interesting to see her donning a hat that, has its traditional kind of slogan on it. More importantly, the fact that she has to wear a hat that some people are now deeming controversial simply because she says that women should be female, I think speaks to the larger state of this society right now. And the fact that stating a simple biological fact makes news is scary.
Yeah, and Melanie, on her Sirius XM radio show, Kelly said it's time to reframe the term transphobic.
It is time to reframe the
Melanie,
term.
let's just listen to what she said.
The word transphobic, it suggests fear of trans people. Well, I'm not sure fear is exactly what it is, but anger at the trans people who want to steal women's medals, who want to invade our pools, our locker room, our bathrooms, our sororities, recognition that they're being grossly inappropriate. Yeah. What's the word? If you want to use phobic as a short form for I don't want you in any of those places, fine. Okay. Then transphobic. What? I don't care.
Yeah, again, call me whatever you want, but it doesn't mean that I'm not uncomfortable with biological men being in those places that should be private for women, Melanie.
I completely agree with you that that should be private for women and for biological women, because the issue is the biology, right? The reason why there's women's locker rooms is because we all have the same stuff. At least that was the original purpose. We all know what we're dealing with. When you have a male in a female locker room, it's a completely different scenario. It's a completely different environment, a completely different energy. And why are we making all of these changes for a very, very, very small segment of society? I don't understand that. I looked this up just to see where we are with the transgender thing. And apparently there's no longer, there are more than one genders. There are several genders, but there are only two sex, male and females. That's according to the Yale Medical School, a study done by the Yale Medical School, because a panel changed it. I didn't know that it was that simple, that you could just change it like that and everybody else has to just conform. But apparently that's what we're doing now.
Changing it just because we want it to be. But listen, I agree, no problem with anyone who is trans, but also let women still be women, biological women. So want to get to this. Kiss, the band. The co-lead singer Paul Stanley is the latest celebrity to also speak out against gender-affirming care for kids. Now, Stanley wrote on Twitter, there's a big difference between teaching acceptance and normalizing and even encouraging participation in a lifestyle that confuses young children into questioning their sexual identification as though some sort of game, and then parents in some cases allow it. Stanley continued to say, this is a sad and dangerous fad, Brianna, and I thought that particular phrase is so important. This is all very right now, but what's it going to be like for those kids who have changed their gender in 10, 15 years, who did it before they were adults?
Yeah, and that's the question that Republican legislatures across the country are asking, because they're looking at long terms. When I was 10 years old, I thought I was going to be a cashier at a grocery store because that's what Barbie did. Like, that was my career aspiration.
That's cute.
So it's like if I had stuck with that fad, I wouldn't be on TV with you right now today. And, Dee Snider chimed in agreeing with Stanley. And this isn't the first time that he's actually waded into these culture wars. I mean, it was 2017. He made everybody stand up and do the Pledge of Allegiance and sing the national anthem at a concert. It was a slight at Colin Kaepernick. So it's just unfortunate that we have to applaud him for saying something that is simple facts, something that many Americans agree with, and yet we have to put it up on a pedestal because so many voices are speaking out to the contrary.
Right. And Brianna and Melanie, I applaud them, the members of KISS specifically, because these are from men who have made their careers out of wearing makeup. All right, we're going to have to leave it there. Brianna Lyman, thanks so much for joining us. Of course, Melanie's going to stick around.